Hello, good morning and good afternoon. This is Rigel. May news nga po pala dito about most corrupt in history in 2025 to 2025. Pero panoodin po natin.
Denounces cuts to the government's 2025 budget as the most corrupt in the country's history. But the Senate President believes there's a way to resolve the budget controversies. RG Cruz has tonight's top story.
A former Philippine finance official describes the government spending plan for next year the most corrupt in history. Economist Cielo Magno joined opposition to budget cuts for key government programs, calling it anti-Filipino. Magno also scored the 50 billion peso cut for the conditional cash transfer program and the 10 billion peso reduction for the education department's outlay for next year. For Magno, the 2025 budget prioritizes the interests of politicians and not the public.
Yung DPWH na hindi naman nanghihingi ng dagdag na budget ay binigyan ng karagdagang 289 billion pesos. At ang budget ng Senado, dinagdagan ng 1 billion. Ang budget ng House of Representatives, 18.8 billion pesos. So hindi lang po PhilHealth ang problema ng 2025 budget. Ang problema natin ay yung kabuuan ng budget at ano yung kinakatawan nito. At naniniwala po tayo na ito na po ata ang pinaka-corrupt na budget sa history ng Pilipinas.
Senate President Francis Escudero, however, believes there's still a way to fix the budget mess. Escudero explains on the part of the DepEd it has accumulated over 36 billion pesos in unused funds from 2022 to this year that the President can tap to make up for the budget reduction. Citing data submitted to the Senate, Escudero pointed out that in 2022, the agency earmarked over 13 billion pesos for its computerization program, but it didn't use about 10 billion pesos. In 2023, only half of the over 20 billion peso budget was used. This year, about 15 billion of the 18 billion pesos earmarked was untouched. Escudero notes that unless the 2022 fund is used, it will revert to the Treasury. The Senate chief notes that since 2022, about 70% of over 50 billion pesos allotted for DepEd's computerization program was not used, which is why Congress is cracking down on agency utilization to make sure the funds are actually used. But Senator Amy Marcos has her reservations if there are available funds that could plug the budget gaps.
Yes, that's correct. In the event na may savings, pwede naman dagdagan. Pero it's a big if. May savings ba talaga?
For Senate Deputy Minority Leader Risa Ontiveros, she cited the fund reductions to education as among the reasons she voted against the final approval of the 2025 budget. Former Senator Panfilo Lacson insists that the Constitution is categorical. Education should be the highest budgetary priority. Lacson says the bicameral panel can fix the problems even in just one day if it so desires. House lawmakers have differing views.
Kapag nadala na yan sa Malacanang, line item veto lang ang pwedeng gawin ni Presidente. Hindi siya pwedeng magbago-bago ng amount kasi bawal yon sa Constitution. Pinaka-solusyon na nakikita namin dyan, hindi pa naman na ibibigay sa executive kay Presidente, ay ibalik sa BICAM at ibalik itong mga kinalta.